if they're close to a chamber, we will recompress them, of course. But anyway, I do think there's a lot of unrecognised or unreported decompression sickness out there. Now, I've actually just come back from Helsinki in Finland, where the European Underwater and Baromedical Society was having their annual scientific meeting. And some of my Finnish colleagues did a fantastic study where they followed 55 technical divers over a year, and the divers logged all their dives and the dive outcomes. And at the end of the year, they pulled all that information together. And there were about 30 cases of decompression sickness amongst this group. I think there were about 3,000 dives that they'd done over the course of this year. Maybe 30 cases of decompression sickness that all had mild symptoms. So things like a rash or an itch, some musculoskeletal pain. So we're not talking about neurological problems or anything like. We're talking about mild things. And none of them, well, I think one got recompressed. The rest of them, all the other cases, something in the high 20s did nothing. Well, maybe self-treated with a bit of surface oxygen or fluids. And they all got better. But anyway, it just speaks to the point you made before that not only are there divers who don't realise that the pain they have or a little rash afterwards might be decompression sickness, there are those who do realise that it's probably mild decompression sickness and choose to not report it and not treat it. And they do get better, which of course is the basis for us deciding not to treat them if they fit that definition of mild and they're in a remote location. If they're close to a chamber, we will recompress them, of course. But anyway, I do think there's a lot of unrecognised or unreported decompression sickness out there. But I do think there's quite a big burden of mild cases that probably don't get reported and don't get treated. A lot of the symptoms, especially the milder symptoms of decompression sickness, are what we refer to as non-specific. In other words, they can be caused by a whole bunch of different things. And so it's easy if you suffer from one of those symptoms to kind of rationalize it and say, oh, I've got some pain in my elbow, but I was lifting those heavy tanks or I was pulling on the ladder earlier and that's probably what it is. And that may well be true, but you're exactly right. It can be tricky. And what we recommend is that if divers have a sense that they're experiencing something new that's not normal for them, then they should discuss it with a source of diving knowledge. So those kind of services are available anywhere. And if you are concerned and you think that something's going on that, isn't normal, then you should talk to someone.